Awesome. Well, welcome everybody. We're so excited for you guys to be joining us on this journey. We can all say how real estate has totally changed our lives. It has opened so many doors for us, and honestly, that's why we want you to come in through the door and join us in the den, so we can help support you. And frankly, we're not above pillaging some of your questions to spark new ideas for us, so that we can continue to grow our business too. So again, this is not all self-sacrificing. Some of it's self-serving. So again, we're excited to be on this journey with you. And so we thought we'd start out today's launch with talking about setting goals and figuring out how your actions can align with those goals. So I always encourage people when you're diving into real estate or any sort of business endeavor, life endeavor, whatever it may be, to figure out what the heck is it that you want? What is it that you want from this? What is it that you're looking for? What is this hoping to fulfill? And it's okay if it's financial. I think so many people have this stigma that they can't want money, that means they're greedy, that they don't want, that they're not necessarily a good person. And I think that's the silliest thing in the world, because the more freedom you have from making money, the more that you can do for others, and the more that you can, grow your communities and families and all of that. So frankly, if your goals are financially focused, that's good. That's fine. That's great. Frankly, I also find if you have goals that are financial based, when you're making progress. Sometimes people throw out a goal that says, "Oh, I just want to feel, happier. I want to have more time. And that is so hard to gauge. How do you know? Frankly, give me a 15-minute window and you don't know, I could be happier 1 minute and then something sets me off and I'm not happy. So that's a harder thing to gauge. Same thing with even saying, I want more time. Time's important. Both Jay and actually everybody but me has grandkids, and that's where you guys want to be spending your time. And many of you have kids and grandkids and want to be spending your time that way. So you'll say, well, I want more time. Well, to have more time, you have to have the financial freedom to have that time. And so again, a financial marker is key. So first, what is it that you want? And I will encourage you to put a dollar amount to that. What is that dollar amount that you want to make your life go to the next level? Define what it is that you want. And beyond that, that's even more important of exactly what is that visual picture of what it is that you want. Why are you doing this? Who else besides you is going to benefit from you taking this life-changing adventure, this endeavor? Who is going to be benefiting beyond you for this? And that's key to pay attention to, because I have found if you make your goals about somebody else, giving them more freedom, giving them more opportunities for their future, helping those less fortunate than you, whatever it may be, if your goal is about somebody else, you have a better chance of following through on it. And that's 100% key. I will tell you, Gina, her goal was, to retire her husband. She did that. Jay got Karen into the business with her. Carol's been able to do so many things for her family, send kids to college, start an amazing family business, whatever that may be. If you make it about somebody else, you're going to do much better. And I always use this example. So some of you that have followed me over the years have probably heard this example before. But I'll use it, not even real estate focused. Let's talk about, we're almost to the first of the year where we decide to get healthy again and go to the gym, right? Well, if I'm going to go to the gym at 6 a.m. by myself, that snooze button is so easy to hit. That snooze button is so easy to hit. But if I am meeting somebody at the gym, whether I feel like it or not, my butt is going to roll out of bed and I'm going to go there because I'm not going to let somebody else down. And that's kind of how your goals have to be focused. They can't be all about you and how you think something would be cool. It needs to be, how is this going to benefit other people? And frankly, when it comes to accountability, sometimes you have to let those people know. So before I quit my job, I committed to taking my extended family to Hawaii. And I told them all that we were going to Hawaii. So again, they're picking out outfits, they're planning things that they're going to do, excursions, all those different things while we're there. You know what? I had to get my butt in gear and make sure I got enough deals so that I could afford to do that. Because I can let myself down, but it's harder to let other people down. And that's one of the beautiful things about the den. The den is going to be there to help you stay accountable, to help you stay on track, to help you do what you need to do to move your business forward for both you and your family and for your communities. So first, again, figure out what it is that you want, figure out why you're doing this, and maybe who you're doing this for. Even I'm going to give another quick example here. I wanted to go beyond my own backyard. I wanted to do more with real estate than just kind of the regular wholesaling in my local community. And I got a lead on a hedge fund that would give me deals here and there. I could work with them, negotiate deals, but they were all over the country. They were in New York, they were in Pennsylvania, they were in Florida, they were in Georgia. And I was like, oh God, how am I going to do this? Sometimes you need a partner. Sometimes you need some support. And so Carol and I met up in a group, not anywhere near as cool as the Den, but in a website like the Den, and we said, hey, how can we work together? How can we both benefit by doing these deals together? And because of that networking partnership and accountability that we held each other to, we did some amazing things, and we've been able to branch out our business greatly. So I think those are just things to be aware of the potential of what the Den can provide for you when it comes to not only your goals and activities. So first, I want you to, now that you've kind of defined, take some time, brainstorm this. But once you know what that goal is, I encourage you to visualize. Gina's amazing at doing vision boards. I am less visual. I am definitely bullet points. This is my step plan for that. But I do still utilize goals. So build some sort of a vision board. Build something that every single day you're going to look at, and it's going to inspire you to do the uncomfortable things. Because having a goal but not doing the actions is where most people, whether it's from fear or whatever, fail. Yep. So me, I'm definitely more of a bullet point person. So I take dry erase markers and I write whatever that financial goal is on my mirror in my bathroom. So every day when I'm brushing my teeth twice a day, I can check that out and say, where I'm at. Am I making progress? Am I moving forward? So I have that kind of running tally of, okay, the timeline that I set for myself is getting tighter. Am I making progress? So once you have a clear picture of what your goal is, whether it's I'm going to get $20,000 in the next 3 months, 6 months, $50,000, $100,000 in the next year, whatever that may be, hey, for me to leave my job, I need to make $60,000 next year. Okay, that's $5,000 a month. How am I going to do that? That's where you need clear tasks to align with your clear goals. Okay, so it's not just outlining what that goal is specifically, but it's outlining all the steps that you need to do to achieve that goal. What are those steps? So sometimes, again, I think people fail because they have a great picture of what that goal is, but they're not really willing to do the work, or they get hung up when something's uncomfortable. Again, an amazing thing about the Den. The Den is going to keep you moving forward. We're going to hold you accountable. You're going to ask for help, and we're going to be there to support you, cheerlead for you, kick you in the butt if we need to. But I really want to make sure that you are aligning your activities with your goals, making sure you're not just busy. Because I think this is sometimes where people go, I'm telling you to plan out your tasks. Well, then all of a sudden people start planning to death. I'm going to do these 15 things. I'm going to do all these different things. But then they don't actually do stuff, And this is what's important. You have to be able to do those uncomfortable activities. Some of those uncomfortable activities may be cold calling. It may be door knocking. It may be investing money that, money's a little tight, but, skipping a Starbucks coffee and buying some stamps and sending some mailers. Whatever it is that you're going to do to move your business forward, you're going to have to do those uncomfortable things. So make that a priority. Again, investing in yourself is investing in the Den, allowing yourself to have that team, that support, that extra education to move yourself forward. Invest in yourself and your business. So first things first, I want you to define your goal. I want you to brainstorm, and I want you to list out every single activity that you could possibly do to achieve that. And it's all right if some of those ideas are ridiculous, because frankly, with a little bit of the ridiculous, some good new innovation comes out. And then I want you to kind of put those activities in order. What has to happen first? I can't make offers on an MLS property if I haven't even gotten listed or listings or looked on the MLS. I can't, talk to a for sale by owner if I haven't gotten on Zillow or gotten on, a for sale by owner.com or some site like that. You need to take activities. I can't hope that somebody's going to call me when I haven't posted an ad on Craigslist or haven't, sent out a mailer to somebody. You have to do certain activities first. So I want you to start listing out the activities in order of what they have to happen. And then I want you to prioritize them. I'm a big fan of the Franklin Covey. It's a old school planner system that I think they used to teach old businessmen. But it's a good system. It's a system where you rank things as A tasks, B tasks, and C tasks. There's also D, but D's like future. A is immediate and important. So it's really important, but it needs to be done kind of immediately. Then there's B items, which are important but less urgent. It needs to be done sooner than later, but not instantly. And then there's C items, which are, it probably should be done, but there's really no hurry and it's not all that urgent. It's just, hey, this month I need to get to X. And then there's D items, again, those wishful things. So once you have items broken into A, B, and C items, you start ranking them in order that you're going to do it first. So I'm going to have A, 1, 2, 3, 4 that I'm going to do on Monday. And then I can have some B's and C's on those days if I get to them. And what this does is this helps you avoid doing just the fun activities. When you make just a to-do list, if one of your items is to go shopping for a baby present for a shower that's happening in 4 weeks, that's way more fun, right? It is. But it's not going to move your business forward. And could that be done, a week before the shower? Yes. So it'd be kind of more in that B/C category. So again, do what's important first. What's going to move you forward first. And one of my other favorite phrases is eat the frog. If you have to make a cold call and it's going to suck, because cold calling sucks, get over it. Unless you're wired a certain way, nobody likes to do it. But if you have to make a call or, something bad happened with one of your rental properties and you have to have a hard conversation with your property manager, do it first thing. If their office opens at 8, by 8:15, you should be on the phone with your property manager having that conversation. Because you know what? Postponing it doesn't stop the pain or even postpone the pain. It just makes the rest of your day miserable.
Yep.
You'll feel so much better having it done. So eat the frog. Do what needs to be done and do it sooner than later. And again, it's amazing if you can be efficient with your time and properly plan things out. You can really, really kick butt. So again, define your goals, decide who they're for beyond you, set a specific dollar amount, come up with all the tasks that you could possibly do to ensure success, rank them in order, and then start scheduling in your day. And most of all, do the work. Do the work. That's the best thing I can say for people in being successful at completing their goals. Does anybody else have anything they want to throw in there with goals, actions, tasks?